I'm now joined by Chris Armstrong, who is one of the search managers with Nelson Search and Rescue, and we're here at Command Central in Kokanee Park. Tell me a little bit about what's going on here today, Chris.
Well, there's a lot going on. We actually have a large interregional SAR exercise going on. We have one every year somewhere in the southeast of the province. This year we've changed the format a little bit to make it kind of workshop based, and it's drawn a bit more attention. So we have about 135 people that have come in from all over the southeast to take part in it.
Coincidentally, there's something else happening this weekend as well. Kind of a good thing that everybody's here.
Yeah. While we were 6 months of prepping to do this event, the night before this event, we get called out for an actual live search in the park right where the event is being held.
Wow.
So we've had to do a huge amount of logistics change to actually accommodate an active search as well as keep some of the functions going. Mm-hmm. So it's been a big drive yesterday.
So apart from the active search that's happening, what kind of workshops and events are going on here this weekend?
Quite a bit. We have there's all kinds of technical aspects of search and rescue. Anything from tracking all the way to technical rope, hover exit with helicopters, swift water rescue. We've even got the coroner service that has come in and putting on a whole recovery workshop, which is fantastic for us because we nowadays tend to do a lot more recovery work. So mainly technical side of stuff. Everyone that comes is a GSAR certified individual. They all have technical tickets to be involved in these technical events. Mm-hmm. So it's more than anything, it's to come together as a group. Volunteerism in BC is getting smaller and smaller. We don't have a lot of long-term volunteers, especially in search and rescue anymore. So when we have technical calls, quite often we do mutual aid where several teams will come together to actually conduct a rescue. Events like this are extremely important because if you're going to go out in the middle of the night, hang off a rope and risk your life, it's really good to know who's on the other end of the rope. Events like this allow a format for everyone to get together, work together, train together, and create a very technical, strong community of rescuers.
Aside from this big yearly regional training, what other training do search and rescue groups do throughout the year? Because I imagine to do some of this stuff, you need to keep up on your training, correct?
It's pretty big. All SAR teams, there's 79 in the province. The 79 teams all have different, we all live in different environments, so different teams in those environments will have different forms of rescue. Here in Nelson, some places in the Rockies and the Southwest, we have teams that do just about everything from swift water, rope, HETs from helicopters, long line, marine services, tracking. I mean, there's a whole gambit of stuff. Not all teams do all those things, but quite a few of the ones, as I said, in the Southeast and the Southwest do. So if you're doing that much, those different forms of technical rescue, of course, you got to practice either weekly or monthly to keep those skills strong.
I know that there's a lot of exciting stuff that goes on in search and rescue. There's also some stuff that maybe doesn't seem so exciting but is really vital to the organization.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about that kind of stuff.
A lot of people, they look at search and rescue, they see stuff on TV, they see the training, and they think, wow, that'd be great to do, but they think it's out of their league or something that they're not able to do. We have a great amount of people that are young and full of charisma and want to put a cape on and go out there and help people and jump out of helicopters. Mm-hmm. And those people are essential. But more than anything, provincially, we need support systems. We need people, we need someone's grandma, we need people that maybe don't want to ride in helicopters or hang on ropes to come and actually be part of our command, part of our support. We need volunteers. I think there's a lot of people out there that are dispelled that you have to be an adrenaline junkie to do this sort of thing. You don't. We just need good volunteers who are willing to come out and help their community. There's tons of jobs for it.
So there really is a spot for everybody, anybody in the search and rescue organization. If someone is interested, wants to know more, how can we find that information? Where would we go?
Well, in any community, there's 79 teams, as I mentioned, around the province. You can go to the BC Search and Rescue Association website, and they'll list all the teams in the province and contact information for those teams. With that contact information, you can go to their individual websites in your area, and they'll probably have an application form or some contact means so that you can get a hold of the local team and say, hey, I'd like to come and help out.